Good day, people. Welcome to another edition of the Commander's Vlog. Today, Monday, January 6, 2020. 2020, have you been saying that a lot lately? 2020, I think we as people just like saying it. 2020. So it's the 6th of January. Today is the 47 in numerology. 47, it has a special meaning. What I'm finding out in my laboratory is I think the numbers that we're seeing are actually encoded messages from a higher realm, or the angelic realm. 47 has an angel number message. The work you are doing towards your personal development and enlightenment are being encouraged and supported by the angels, ascended masters, and archangels. I like to receive 47. As I'm working toward my personal development of enlightenment and mastery, when I get a message that says you're being supported by these angels, ascended masters, and archangels, quite a group right there, people, quite a group. I'm listening today to a radio station called One Hit Wonders. It's a whole station of bands that got one hit, and only one hit, and they're called One Hit Wonders. I'm still trying to be a one-hit wonder. It's coming. So today's the 6th day of the year. Day 6 of the year. So 47, if you reduce 47, you get 4 plus 7 equals 11. So now we're on the master number 11. And that also is a message from the angels, and it represents that a transmutation of your personal power to a higher, more spiritual level. That's what it represents. A transmutation of your personal power to a higher, more spiritual level. I felt recently like I've been transmutating. I haven't been able to describe it to people. They're saying, "What's going on with you, coach? What's happening with you?" And I haven't been really able to describe it until now. I've been transmutating. That's what's been going on. Transmutation. So the angel number 11 represents a transmutation of your personal power to a higher, more spiritual level. And angel number 11 reveals you have great power of intuition. It's an angelic reminder to me in my laboratory. Coach, psst, you have higher power. You have intuition. You can use it. It's like a muscle. You gotta work it out, baby. You work it out like a muscle. And it's a great reminder. So thank you, numbers. I thank you. What are we doing today? Conversation with God, book 2. That's what I'm reading. When I say I'm reading it, I'm really listening to somebody else read it to me. You know how we like to do not that much? I like when someone reads me a book. They call it an audio book. But someone's really just reading you a book. So someone was reading me Conversation with God. Ed Asner was reading it to me. Thank you, Ed Asner. Ellen Burstyn, she was reading it to me. Neil Donald was there. And they were talking about the present moment, the pre-sent moment. It is already on the way to you, even as you are seeking it, for even before you have asked, I shall have answered it. Pre-sent moment, pre-sent, or the present, the gift. What does it mean for even before you have asked, I shall have answered? Well, it means Mambo number 5, that's what it means. It means that all outcomes, this is what I have, all outcomes, all possible endings, all scenes are already made. They're on the disc. They're on the big board of options. They're already available. There's nothing you can't ask for that the higher power hasn't already answered yes to, because everything was made in the beginning. Like a game of computer chess. Depending on your moves, the computer makes an alternate move. All programmed moves are programmed into the computer before the game starts. For even before you have asked, I shall have answered you. And every moment is a glorious gift from the Creator. Yeah, that's not easy to hold on to here. That's not easy to look at every moment as a glorious gift, even with the Mambo number 5 on. But the truth is that every moment is a present or a present, and that present was sent from the Creator to the Creator's offspring, daughter or son. It's why it's called the present. It doesn't seem like much of a gift for a long time. I guess that's why they call it mastery. Seems like a booby, ever hear this terminology? A booby prize. That's what it seems like here. But the truth is, it's a present. I wrote it down from the book that was being read to me. The soul intuitively seeks the perfect circumstance and situation now needed to heal wrong thought and bring to you the rightful experience of who you are. It's the soul's desire to bring you back home, back together, back to God, back to all, back to wholeness. That's the soul's goal. The soul has a goal. Good to know. The soul has an intention. I wrote it down from the book. The soul actually has an intention, and it's to know itself experientially, and thus to know all that is. For the soul, or the bigger part, understands that we're all one. Even as the mind denies this truth, and the body acts out this denial. Therefore, in moments of great decision, be out of your mind and do some soul searching instead. I wrote it down and I'm sitting in my laboratory, and I was thinking about when are these great decisions, these moments of great decision? I'm thinking they're in the moment, or the present. I think that's when it is. What? Moments of great decision, when are they? Always. What it says here is, in moments of great decision, be out of your mind and search the soul instead. For the soul understands what the mind can't conceive. All right. So what we're talking about is the ATI database, or the all that is database, the bigger database, the bigger self, the mainframe computer, the ATI database. Now this database speaks to you in feelings, and the advice from the book that I wrote down that was being read to me was to follow your feelings. There's two polarities here. One's a minus and one's a plus. If you follow the plus, you're following the source. Okay, wrote this down. There's no joy, there's no celebration in the mind. And here's how the mind works. The mind takes in all the data. You're looking around, you're sniffing around, you're listening to things, you're touching and feeling things. The mind assesses the incoming data. It searches its memory bank. It searches its memory bank. But it's only this big compared to the ATI database memory bank. Remember, the mind's data bank can't conceive what the bigger parts understands completely. So the mind assesses the incoming data, and in lightning speed, it searches its database for a similar situation, and then has you act like you did once before. Have you ever said, why does this keep happening to me? Well, it's probably because you're assessing the incoming information, searching the smaller database, and acting like you did once before. This is all the work of the mind, and it happens in a matter of a second. But there is no joy and there's no celebration found there. The advice that I'm getting from this book that I'm writing down that someone else is reading me, joy and celebration are only found in the ATI database, or the mainframe, or God, all that is, Yahweh, the tetragrammaton, Yud-Hey, Vav-Hey. That's the only place that joy and celebration is found. And if you're not searching the database that has joy and celebration inside of it, how would you ever find it? If you're only searching the mind's database, which means you're assessing the incoming data, a text comes in, you search your memory bank, and then you do what you did once before. Remember, if you're receiving a minus feeling, it means this isn't it. It's not true. Don't do it. Don't send that text. Don't say those minus words. Get out of the mind. In moments of great decision, be out of your mind and search the ATI database instead. The mainframe. All right, here you go. Here's the location. The location of the ATI database is 20 degrees above the horizontal plane of sight. You have to look up slightly. Things are looking up. Have you heard that before? Things are looking up. 20 degrees above the horizontal plane of sight, and then you run a search. You run the ATI database search. You search the soul, 20 degrees above. Take a look up, and then make your search. This is where true celebration is found. It's mindless. Following the plus. There you go. One-hit wonders today. Still striving to be. Good talking to you.